Welcome to Breslov Efrat, Baruch Hashem, Freilich and Chanukah Sameach, Likutei Halachas, Hilchas Tzitzis. We're in Halacha Gimel, letter test 9. You got that?
Yeah,
okay,
right
good,
there.
okay. Halkein Tzitzis Mekabetz Nidachim Me'arba Kanfei Soretz. Tzitzis can help the ingathering of people from all over the world. Because again, it's on the foot. You're wearing 4 corners. It's 4 corners, and each corner is connected to another direction. East, west, south, and north, right? They're all connected to all the thing. And all the people that are pushed away, they're pushed to one of those directions. So you gather your tzitzis together, you're gathering in. It's an ingathering of Jews. So beautiful. Is that not beautiful? That's so wow. All those places they were pushed off to, wherever they were pushed, wherever they find themselves, we can help get them out of those places with our tzitzis. Because each person that got pushed off and got into the situation that he's in, he got there only because of Mekoimai, his place. We said, what was his place? Sin. When a person has sin, he's grounded in this world. He's grounded in the world. Sin grounds the person and makes the person worldly. Sin. But when the person works on getting closer to the Rabbeinu Shalom, like we're learning about tzitzis, when you understand what your tachlis is, your purpose is in life, so then of course, you go out of your place, and then we learned, like we said, Shem is mekoymai shel olam, and it's not that the world is Hashem's place, because Hashem is the world. So we take on that godly aspect, like we learned. When we do Teshuvah and we come back to Hashem, it's unbelievable, because we leave our grounding in this world. Because the place also causes him to have that. So let's understand. So there's one time there was a story with the Baal Shem Tov, to understand this piece. Okay, there was a story with the Baal Shem Tov that one time he went on a trip late at night, and he took his chever with him. He took the chever with him in a wagon, and he had his driver was Alexa. Was his driver? That was the Baal Shem Tov's driver, and they were riding deep into the forest somewhere, and all of a sudden, the Baal Shem Tov tells the driver to stop. Tells him to stop, so he stops. And the Baal Shem Tov says to Alexa, he says, tell everyone what you're thinking. Tell everybody what you're thinking now. No, I can't, Rabbi, I can't. No, tell everyone what you're thinking. He says, well, as I was coming to this place, as we were riding, it dawned upon me that we're in a place that there's no one around us, and I'm a big, strong Ukrainian, and well, let's see. Everyone here has a lot of they have fur on their coats, and they have a lot of their money. I can kill everybody here, and I can take all their money. And he's a good guy. Yeah. He was a good guy. Yeah, so here's the lesson. Now, here's the lesson. Hold on. So the Baal Shem Tov said, let me tell you why you thought that. Let me tell you why this came upon you at this place. He says, because years ago, there was a murder that took place in this place. Someone was murdered in this place. And the place has, so to say, we'll say demons. Okay, we'll use that word, okay? Right, there's like them demons that are left there. And when you come there, they kind of trigger thoughts in the person's mind. So the Rebbe is saying over here, Ki mekoymai garam lai, because the place causes the sin. Because if you go to a place that's it's a place of sin. So then when you come to that place of sin, it's going to cause the person to do more sin. Amazing. But when you hold your tzitzis, and you understand that that's an ingathering of Jews, when you understand that that's an ingathering of Jews, and you could take a Jew out of that place that he's stuck over there, the same way the Baal Shem Tov taught, Alexei, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. That's what the Baal Shem was telling him. It was not your fault. You're a good guy. You're a good guy. It wasn't your fault because you came to this place. That's why you thought that. Not because he's a bad guy. The Baal Shem knew he was a good guy. The Baal Shem Tov knew. I couldn't say that. Maybe none of us can say that. But the Baal Shem knew he was a good guy. He was okay with him. Or else he wouldn't have him, working for him. You understand? So that's what we're saying here. Ki mekoimai, his place is gairim, these things. It also goes like this. Aveira is gaireris aveira. Right? When a person does a sin, it causes another sin. So too, that place can be a place of sin. He's involved in sin, so it causes more sin. Bechinas al toden es chavercha ad shetekiya lemekoimai. Now we have a new meaning, what that means. Now there's a new meaning. Look at these words now. Pirkei Avos says, Al toden es chavercha ad shetekiya lemekoimai. Until you come to his place. How can you come to a person's place of sin? How could you come to a person's place? How do you have anything to do with that? How do you have anything to do with that? You don't. That's why you can't judge him. How could you judge somebody? You have no idea what the parameters are, where he is, why he's in this place, what happened over there. Who knows? And this is the point. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the Makom of the world, so he has all the places. Hashem knows every single place because he is every single place. So therefore HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows the place of each one. He knows the place of each one. Yeah.
Oh, welcome back.
Reb Shlomo, it's always good to see you. Baruch Hashem. Who done es hakol lekav zchus? So then he could be done as everyone lekav zchus. Why can he be done as everyone lekav zchus? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows the parameters of everyone's situation. Because he knows that the place caused the person to do it. You see this stuff? This is fascinating. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the Mekayimai Shalayla, he understands that this happened in this place because this Jew is in this place, and the place caused them to do that thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Wow. The same way the Baal Shem Tov, we mentioned before with the Baal Shem Tov, he understood what was going on in Alexa's mind. But the Baal Shem understood how much Alachas Kama V'Kama, the Rebbeinu Shalom understands what's going on in every single person's mind. And he understands that it's because he's in this and this and that place, and that place caused it. That's why we have to get out of those places. We have to get out of the places because the places are causing the sin. Unbelievable. Hu male oisei min ha'makom. HaKadosh Baruch Hu can lift the person up from his makom. All of us that are fortunate that we made Aliyah, we left our places, those places, and we came to the Holy Land, Baruch Hashem, Ahu lebechinas lemala min ha'makom. We come to a place that's higher than space. It's higher than the actual space that takes up in the earth. We come to a place that's higher. V'sham nimtak, and over there we could sweeten everything. V'nitakin hakol kamuva le'el. We could sweeten and we can repair everything. Again, as long as the person's in his place, is in that makom, the makom is gairim. The makom causes. But as soon as we understand that tzitzis, when we have the four corners, and when we take those tzitzis in our hand, and we're gathering the four corners, that's what it means. We gather the four corners. You know, when we say the Ahavas Olam, we say we're gathering the four corners, and we take the four corners, remember? We take the four corners. What are we doing? We're gathering up all the Jews from all over the world. We're gathering up all the Jews, taking them out of their places. We can do that when we pick up our tzitzis. And remember why we can do that when we pick up our tzitzis? Because the tzitzis is connected to the kisei hakavod. Each of the legs of the tzitzis is Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and David HaMelech, connected to the three colors of the eye and the bas ayin, the pupil of the eye. Remember, which is connected to the three taivas that we learned about, right? The taivas mammon, taivas achila, taivas mishkal, and you have that. And this is why people are stuck in these things. So the tzitzis kemamish help us with all these things and help other people too. So when we're learning something special, it's not only does it help you and your family, it can help all Jews all over the world. Just by taking your tzitzis the right way. Unbelievable. Is that bechinas Teshuvah? This is the idea of Teshuvah. Ki Teshuvah kadma li'olam. Teshuvah was way before Hashem made creation. Before HaKadosh Sheshis, He made Bereshis, HaKadosh Baruch Hu already had Teshuvah planned. Hashem had Teshuvah planned. It was kadma li'olam. Ki Teshuvah hi bechinas lamala min hamakim, because Teshuvah is lamala min hamakim. What does it mean, Teshuvah is lamala min hamakim? Teshuvah is high, it came before the world. So Teshuvah came before the world, and the world only has space because of the world that it is now. You understand that Hashem made. So when a person connects to Teshuvah, he's leaving his place. He's leaving that place that he's in. He's going to that place that's much higher, that transcends creation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It transcends bebechinas kisei hakavod, the kisei hakavod, where we said that's where all the neshamas are. That's where all the neshamas are. The neshamas are all from mitachas kisei hakavod. Shu bechinas mekoymai shel olam. That's mekoymai shel olam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mekoymai shel olam because HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world yesh me'ayin. HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world bechinas gedolei teshuvah shemegas ad kisei hakavod. Look at these words. Gedola Teshuvah shemegas ad kisei hakavod. It touches the kisei hakavod. Now you understand, because through the tzitzis, when you gather them together, and you understand, and you look at the tzitzis, you understand that the techeles means tachlis. It makes me understand what my purpose is in this world. What am I doing here? How am I spending my time? What am I accomplishing in this world? When tzitzis does that, and I can reach up and I can mamish grab onto the kisei hakavod, the same way we learned from lesson Aleph, right? The first lesson in Tinyana, right? That we have to take control of the malachim. How do we take control of the malachim? First we have to work on ourselves. In the same way when Moshe Rabbeinu was up on high, with Hashem, and the malachim asked Moshe Rabbeinu, what is a Yulat Isha doing beineinu, between us? Why are you here? What are you doing over here? And Hashem said, grab onto my kisei hakavod, grab onto the kisei hakavod, and you'll be protected. Because Moshe Rabbeinu thought he was going to be burnt by the malachim. He thought it would be burnt up, but the Medrash says he would be burnt up by the malachim. Now we're learning here, look at this. So Teshuvah shemegas ad kisei hakavod. Teshuvah reaches the kisei hakavod. So in other words, that's where you can grab on with the tzitzis. Your mamish grab onto the kisei hakavod, which is, and what's our connection to the kisei hakavod? Our neshamas come from mitachas kisei hakavod. Every Jew has the chelik elikam mimal inside them. And because they have the chelik elikam mimal inside them, we're connected to the kisei hakavod always. Ki hamakim shall kol echad ve'echad goyrim loy his rachakusai, because the place of each person causes him to be distant. May Hashem Yisbarach from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ki hamakim hu bechinas taikef ha'asiyah, because the place is the taikef. That's the power of the olam ha'asiyah, doing taikef ha'tzimtzum. Taikef of the constriction. Hashem constricted the world in order to make when he made the cholol haponui. When the HaKadosh Baruch Hu made it, he made a constriction that he wouldn't be noticed in the world. Like we always like to say, Hashem made the game hide go seek. Hashem hides. We have to find him. We have to go find the Rebbeinu Shalom. And that's where their pull is. That's where the pull of the world is, to pull people into the shalish taivas. There's the three things. Kayadua, umisha ratzav liskarev l'Hashem Yisbarach. Look at this. But if someone that wants to be close to the Rebbeinu Shalom, what should he do? What should you do if you want to be close to the Rebbeinu Shalom? Tzarech tamid levakesh es Hashem b'chol makom asher hu sham. Wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, talk to the Rebbeinu Shalom, His Baididus. Speak to the Rebbeinu Shalom, because Hashem is there. Hashem is here, Hashem is there, Hashem is truly everywhere. He's there in your place, wherever you are, because He's Mekayim Shalaylam. Ulekasher la'alois, b'bechinas hamokim, asher hu sham lebechinas lamalim and hamokim. Take that place that you're in, speak to the Rabbeinu Shalom over there, ask the Rabbeinu Shalom to be close to me, Magala the Rabbeinu Shalom, through, reveal the tzimtzum, reveal the constriction that Hashem made, and via doing that, you mamish can tap into your neshama, the chelik elikami mala the neshama, and you can turn lemalam and amokim. You go higher than the place that's goyrim, all of the things, through just asking the Rabbeinu Shalom, through the tzitzis. Connect yourself to the Rebbeinu Shalom. There's no place that can take you away from it. There's nothing that can prevent you. Once you're connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, there's nothing that can prevent the person. Okay, move on. In Tinyan, lesson 56 in the second book. And even if someone fell into his place with his sin, Chas v'shalom, a person did sin. Wherever he fell, wherever he finds himself. He may be in a very low, in a very, very physical, a very, very sullied place. Chas v'shalom, Rachman litzlan. Afal pichein sarach sheyiskar. Hashem, Shehu Mekayim Shalom. Always remember, Hashem is Mekayim Shalom, which means Hashem is there. Hashem is there with you. It doesn't matter. Aye Mekayim Kavayda. You can scream out, Aye Mekayim Kavayda. Sheyei Sham Mekayim Shal Kol Echad Ve'echad. There's no such a thing as a nefila. There's no such a thing as falling. Why? Because wherever you fall, Hashem is there. You can't fall to a place that you don't find Hashem. So there's no real nefila. There's only a nefila when a person feels that Hashem is in this place. I can go to this place and Hashem isn't here. That's a nefila. But if a person understands that Hashem is Mekayim Shalayla, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in that place, and he can connect to the Rebbeinu Shalom in that place, there's no nefila. There's no falling. The person didn't fall. He was tested. It's a Nisayan, but he didn't fall. Many times a person falls into a place, and the whole reason he falls into a place is to see how he's going to react. Is he going to understand? Is he going to understand that Hashem is in this place? That's a test from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Why the person even fell to that place? It's a test from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Why he fell to that place? Will he reveal the tzimtzum in that place and reveal it? That's the Rebbeinu Shalom. Mikala mekaymos. Asher nidach l'sham, wherever he was pushed off, it doesn't matter, because the HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mekaymos shel olam. Bechinas ubikashta misham es Hashem, like from that place. Cry out and talk and request Hashem, because Hashem is found there. Misham Daika, wherever that place is, Misham Daika, specifically in that place. Mekayim Ashehu Sham, wherever the person finds himself. Can move about B'Shem, Baal Shem Tov, Azal, as I mentioned the story I told you before, with the Baal Shem Tov. That's why I mentioned the story, because this is the teaching really from the Baal Shem. It doesn't matter, Basher Sham, it doesn't matter where you are. You're there with the Rebbeinu Shalom. And that's really mamish. We have to understand that. And it's Chanukah, and we have to understand that really, Chanukah, really, we always know that the Shekhinah doesn't go lamata me'eset tvachim, right? The Shekhinah doesn't go less than 10 tvachim. But we understand that on Chanukah, we could light them in Naira lower, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu is showing us, Kindlech, this is the lesson. This is the lesson. This is the lesson, that I'm there. that I'm there. Normally, I won't reveal to you that I'm there. Normally, I won't reveal to you that I'm less than 10 tefachim. But on Hanukkah, through the light of the menorah, through the light, Hashem will say, look, I'm showing you now. I'm here. I'm below the 10 tefachim. I'm really there. Why? Because I'm a koyma shalayla. That's the real secret. This is the real secret of why it's below 10 tefachim. Zeh bechinas tzitzis. Sheheim bechinas lamala min hamakim. Tzitzis is lamala min hamakim. Tzitzis is the highest. It's unbelievable. It's lamala min hamakim. Tzitzis. Bechinas kisei hakavod, because the tzitzis is connected to kisei hakavod, as we learned. Bechinas mekoymei shalaylam. Hainish tzitzis b'shoshim hein bechinas lamala min hamakim. Tzitzis is mamish lamala min hamakim. Al kain gam lamata. Therefore, down here, when we know the Rebbeinu Shalom put on a talis, and now even down here, lamata tzitzis hu bechinas ma'at machzik esem meruba. We learned the beautiful concept from the story of the 7 beggars, the 5th day. Remember, we were learning the story of the 5th day, the hunchback. That he said, "I'm really not a hunchback. I carry a lot on my shoulders. I'm one person, but I can carry a lot on my shoulder." Muat machzik esem meruba k'may shekosav v'ziku asara anoshim mikol l'shoynes hagoyim bechenaf ish Yehudi v'amar lechu v'nelchu yimochem. Grab on 10, go with them. V'dosho b'seinozal shasidem shiyachei sheva meyos anoshim b'kanaf echad me'arba kanfei shel tzitzis. Look at this. In the future, shasidem sheyachsachsu sheva meyos anoshim. 700 people. 700 people. B'kanaf echad, on one wing. On one wing. May arba kanfis shel tzitzis, from the tzitzis. I was thinking, we were learning yesterday that a Kadosh Baruch Hu will lift the person al kanfei nisharim, al kanfei nisharim. How many people go on a plane?
A lot.
700 people sometimes, the big planes?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Look at this. On one wing, 700 people. When this was written, the Gemara in Shabbos says this. Who would have understood that there could be there's this metal tube that goes in the sky that can carry 700 people? Meyerdik. This is the tzitzis. This is all connected to tzitzis. The little strings can be machzik as the meruba, because we're saying that, don't forget, why is it the muad? Not because you were sitting here with our tzitzis. You're sitting in the shul in your little chair there, and you take your tzitzis, and you're one person taking your tzitzis, but you don't know how many thousands of people you're affecting by taking your tzitzis now. You have no idea what you were accomplishing. That's muad machzik es amaruba. Go with them. There's Kariv Lashem. When you lift up these tzitzis, when you grab onto them, this we have to remember. This guy, we have to remember that when you take the tzitzis, you're mamish taking yourself. You're being ma'aliyas of. You're lifting yourself lemalam and amakim. You don't have to be in the makim. You could lift yourself higher in the makim, because we said that the makim is goyrim. The makim is goyrim. But if you take the tzitzis the right way, you understand that the tzitzis can lift you up, and the tzitzis can take you out of the makim, and it can mamish connect you to the Rebbeinu Shem Shayadez and this carbon Lashem is, and the tzitzis can help us, bring us back to be carved to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, like we said. It's going to be a mitzvah Shem, 700 people on the kanaf of the tzitzis. Lebechinas mekoymei shalom bechinas esa eschem al kanfei nisharim v'avi eschem elai. I lift them up on eagle's wings, on eagles. Kanfei nisharim, kanfei nisharim. 700 people, David. So with your tzitzis, each one you can get 700 people. So 7, 4, 20, 2,800 people, David. When you take your tzitzis, you can collect 2,800 Jews. You believe this, David? 2,800 Jews. You take your tzitzis the right way, and you have the right kavanah. You could bring back 2,800 Jews. I wish the whole world would understand this and learn this. Mamish, okay, Valkain tzitzis mekabetz nidochem me'aba kanva. Therefore, tzitzis, now we can understand, it can cause the ingathering of people from the four corners, because the tzitzis is connected to the four corners. Like we say in the morning, Vavienu l'sholem me'aba kanvas. Vavienu, bring us l'sholem. What sholem? Shalom mechay. We don't have any chay together. Shalom means shalom brings where we have achdus in Klal Yisrael. Shalom means that there's no more fight. There's no more this. That's shalom me'aba from all the four corners. Bring everyone back. That's when you take the tzitzis. When you say those words, that's when you take the tzitzis. Remember, you take the tzitzis. Then, when you say those words, because the tzitzis is kisei hakavod. Like we learned, the four legs of the kisei hakavod, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and David. And they're connected to the four corners of the four strings of the tzitzis. Bechinas mekoymei shalaylam. Haim donim es hakol lekav schus, and then like we learned, we could done everyone lekav schus, because again, you become into the aspect of mekoymei shalaylam. So then you understand that it's the Rabbeinu Shalom is makim. He is the makim of everyone. Al todanis chavercha shetigilim makim. Like we said, you can't come to this place. Why? Because it's physical. But when you take the tzitzis and you can grab onto the kisei hakavod, and then you become lemala min hamakim. So then you can be done as everyone lekav schus. Even those that are pushed away with their multiple sins that they have, chas v'shalom. We could lift them all up. Take them out of that place. Like we said, Alexi, when he was driving there and he had that crazy thought because the place was geirim. To take him to Mekoyim Shalom, to Rabbeinu Shalom, connect them mamish to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Remember the first lessons we learned in Reish Pei Beis, right? You have to judge everyone favorably. Now this is the way you can do it. This is the way to do it. Through the tzitzis helps a person to see the thing in the right light. And that's why we said the tzitzis you put on the first thing in the morning. That's the first thing you put on in the morning. You put on your tzitzis. And you look at the tzitzis. You see the tzitzis that the tchelis is tachlis. The tchelis is tachlis. What's my purpose? It connects me to the kisei hakavod. Gives me the jolt that I need to start my day the right way. Shesham yesh makom shel kol echad v'echad v'afilu kol hanidachim. Even all of those that were pushed away. Umisham nimtak v'nitakin hakol. Everything there can be sweetened. Everything there can be fixed. Kisham danen hakol lekav schus. Over there, everyone's found. HaKadosh Baruch Hu judges everyone lekav schus. Why does Hashem judge everyone lekav schus? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows the place that they are in, and they know what the place that Hashem put them in that place, and that place caused it because Hashem put them. And He understands it, and therefore everyone can be done lekav schus. So remember, when you take your tzitzis together, don't forget to grab it together. Have in mind 2,800 Yidden that have to come back. When you say, "V'avi'enu l'shalom me'aba kanfei saretz," a freilich and lichte in Chanukah.